I added to the portfolio today is called vEmpire.
And they are the largest decentralized metaverse investment organization in the world.
Hello, everybody, and what a lovely day it is. Let you kick off, and I'll do some button tapping in the background. You know what comes after Ruby and Qcoin? When Binance. Hello, everybody. Special guest today. When is the guest not special? I need to start saying not good to get guest. To be honest, seems that special guest is always the introduction. But we have Fragmint with us today. We have Stoyan. If we could bring him out. Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm great, thanks. I'm very glad to be a guest in your amazing podcast. And I'm sure that there will be a valuable conversation about what is to be a startup in these bear markets and what is to build something really innovative and how to approach the NFT world with a little bit different concepts than the concepts that are out there.
And I'm sure that we can slate a couple of Launchpads while we're at it too.
We have what to share. And some good and bad experiences.
Yeah, fair enough. I think the market in itself, the market is very quiet today. It seems a bit boring out there. So hopefully we can bring a bit of entertainment to the people. But yeah, it'd be good to give an introduction to the protocol, to yourself, how you got into crypto and everything there.
The journey for me is like already 7 years. I was introduced to the blockchain from my friends that were telling me, Stoyan, you're innovative, man. You are doing online projects. You're doing so great job, and you're not in the blockchain. Why? Go for it. Read more. Understand about. Educate yourself about how the blockchain works and how the blockchain can solve problems. Actually, that was back in 2016. And I definitely thought that it was a pure speculation before that. And my friends, actually, they were from some projects like Eternity, for example, and some other good projects back in the days that started educating me and giving me some materials to read and understand actually what is blockchain, what are smart contracts, how actually this decentralized ledger can solve real life problems. And I got obsessed and really, like back in 2016, I became part of a project called Locktrip, and that was and still is active project. That is doing a like Airbnb and booking on the blockchain. And these guys that I also get introduced to, we together created ICO back in the days. I get digger and deeper in the rabbit hole of the blockchain, and that's actually gives me amazing experience that lead me to understand how exactly a project can use the blockchain. What is a token? How the token can be used for certain number of activities that are going to solve real life problems in the industries. And after this project, we actually I realized that what I can do is actually to put myself in what I'm passionate about and what I understand from all my life. I'm an entrepreneur since I was 18. Now I'm 35, almost 36. That's half of my life into different projects, in technologies, into entertainments, events. And 5 years ago, that was how Evido ecosystem was born. I found a company called Evido, where we have a clear goal actually to build up products for the events and entertainment industries by providing Web3 with bridges to Web2 with bridges to Web3 applications that are introducing the innovations into this segment. and so far in this ecosystem, we are having a fully functional event ticketing platform that is already used by like thousands of organizers in around 20 countries, and we had already more than 2,000 events that were handled from any kind. If we compare with something, it's like something like Eventbrite, but also with the clear view of the Web3 NFT ticketing and a lot of like Web3 implementations and smart contracts. That's the fully functional product that it's ongoing, but also we build up the concept for unique business to business marketplace, where we are adding entertainers, event organizers, promoters, their managers, any kind of venue owners and venues and people related with the events and entertainment industry, and with a clear goal, people to be able to book them and to make business with other people, and also to have a Web3 and blockchain actually interactions on the negotiation part and on the payment part as well.
So is it both targeting both B2C and B2B? So you're
Exactly.
providing service both for the consumer and the entertainer on the platform.
Exactly. And that's actually how Fragmint was born almost 2 years ago. We realized the power and the logic behind the NFTs. And based on the network that we are having with our current partners and our growing network of partners on the entertainment with artists, with DJs, with musicians, with promoters, event organizers, we were working even like with Tomorrowland around the world, which was the digital festival of Tomorrowland during the pandemic. We became official partner, and we had some great activations together, combining our ticketing platform with promoting their events. And we decided, yeah, the NFTs are here to stay. They are definitely the future. There is so many things that can be done with the NFTs. And with my team, we sit and start brainstorming what we can do actually in our ecosystem to have also a real approach with the NFTs. And the idea for Fragmint came actually as a part of like big brainstorming with the team, and we decided if we build something, we want to build something different, something unique on the market, and at the same time with focus on the events and entertainment, where we are actually having our expertise and our main network of premium partners and also professionals.
And why specifically did you go with the term fragmentation versus fractionalization? Is there a difference? If so, what is it?
Yeah, it's one of the favorite questions that I'm always trying to explain. And we believe that the fractionalization is also like a unique way to use the tokenization, because you can separate like one piece to gazillion tokens. They can have some value, but our main goal is actually to have fragmentation, which is, imagine like modular art, or imagine that you are owning some significant piece of Mona Lisa, or a significant piece of artwork that you can by itself, it's a artwork that is a collectible, but also have some art value. It's not just a pixel from some big picture. And with the fragmentation, we believe that we can provide to the entertainment world, but also to already existing collections with NFTs and any kind of artists, the functionality and the tool that they can improvise, and they can work on really creative way, and they can engage their customers, their communities on really engaging way. And also by having, for example, this picture that it's now here our live stream. We have two parts, right? Imagine that someone owns one of the pieces, the other person owns the other one, the other piece, and this is by itself. It can be used for a real life adoption. Let's say you put this picture on merchandise, you put this picture on
No one
some.
wants a picture of us on their merchandise.
Not us, yeah. Absolutely. But that's the main difference. And yeah, we will have in Fragment, we will have the usual things that the other platforms has, as a marketplaces, as a normal creator tools. But the fragmentation will be something unique that that everyone that is approved in the platform can use for his artworks, for his NFT drops. And here it's important to say that we aim to be the platform to be curated. That means that we will not allow everyone to do NFTs. There is application process that we are confirming the people to start doing NFTs, to make sure that they have clear vision for the art part of the project, but also for the utility, for the community building, and some long-term vision of this NFTs, not just like copycats that they are doing and trying to scam some people. That is happening in a lot of platforms, unfortunately.
So yeah, it's you're getting a lot of vibrations through.
Yeah.
Can feel the vibrations coming through from here. So is that where you talk about fragmenting being different? Is that the element where you're filtering what goes through, or is there something more to that?
This is one of the main elements that we are aiming at this stage of the project. For sure, with building up bigger community, with start working with more and more artists, entertainers, movie production studios are also on our targets. We already have signed contract with a big Hollywood studio. I can still not disclose because it will be announced soon. But yeah, we are trying to focus on that part of the NFT minting with the fragmentation model. And for sure, in the future development of the platform, we're gonna add and implement more and more unique ways to mint, collect, buy and sell NFTs for sure.
Fair enough. And you've got what's what you're calling the formable DAO. Is that within? Is that a DAO built with the actual token itself? Is it an NFT built sort of DAO? How does the voting and governance work with that? And what is it?
Yeah, one of the let me explain a little bit more about the utility of our token Frag that is actually giving access to all these different functionalities. Is going to give, because it's still not live, the formable DAOs. But the idea is that that the token itself will give there will be different tiers of users in the platform that will have access to more and more exclusive NFT drops and content first. Also, they will have the chance to vote for different activities in the platform. That means a creator, for example, is releasing 3 different types of NFTs, and the community can first vote which is to be the first collection, let's say, or what could be the utility of this collection. Is this collection is giving a meet and greet with the actors from the movie, or it giving some other utility or some other value to the people? This all will be possible in the platform with the voting mechanism. The DAOs, and we name them formable DAOs for the moment. This will probably evolve in some even better name as a DAO, because what we want to provide to our users is actually they to be able to connect to each other, and based on the NFTs that they own, they can create a decentralized organization where they are pooling their NFTs, and based on the value of their tokens, they receive stake of this DAO, and with that they can use it. Actually, it's a completely blue ocean strategy that can be implemented after that, because imagine that me, you, and another 10 people are pooling our NFTs in a DAO, and our NFTs are like really valuable. We can go to brands, we can go to movie studios, we can go to fashion designers, and we can create value based on our NFTs. We can create products, we can create the more the merrier concept, where when we are a bigger group, we can go and have a better deal with
So is it like DAOs within DAOs?
Yeah, absolutely. Exactly. I'm taking my notes here.
Fair enough. Look forward to seeing how that works out. What I've learned about DAOs somewhat is that everybody has a perfect idea of what their view of decentralization looks like, and tell you what, sometimes I think it's impossible for people to get on. There's a lot of times that DAOs are sometimes better ideas than actual once they're put into practice. But hopefully it's just because it's a bear market at the moment. Everyone's at each other's throats. But you mentioned before, and I know you've got sort of your existing community, and correct my pronunciation if it's wrong, but it's Evido, or is it Evido, or
Evido? Yeah. Evido, yeah.
Potato.
By the way, here I can give a little bit more insight that we actually started in the last crypto winter. When we started the project, there was almost no new projects out there, and that gives us like, okay, we are doing it because we believe in the technology, we believe in the future of the blockchain, we believe in the future of the technologies in general, and the blockchain wave is coming. We can see it, and no matter if it's a bear market, now it's a good time to build up, and that's how we started. There was no hype.
Two crypto winters, two project launches in them. You're not timing this very well,
Yeah, no, the timing is. I think that short term it's not the best timing, but long term that shows that we're here to stay. We're building up because of the technology and our concepts and the ideas that we have, and we want to implement with real products. And yeah, that's there is this cliche, but it's true that during the bear markets you build, during the bull markets you hype and grow. And definitely we built a lot with the team of Evido, with the different products, but Fragmint itself, which is a separate product, a separate project, but part of the ecosystem, and we are doing it in-house with our team.
Fair enough, yeah. Tell you what, it is certainly the time to build. Maybe you can tell us a bit about the experience that you had launching in a bear market and some of the troubles that you experienced.
Yeah, it's let's say it's the new bear market where we built our product anyway. Our product is ready as version 1. We invest a lot into the development, into structuring the platform, and everything around building up the community on the level that is now. And we made like first step to go for public sale and listing of our token back in June. But because of the bad market situation, we decided, even after we launched a couple of Launchpads, we decided to just postpone the listing of the token for October, because we decided, okay, the market is really crashing. It was June, the drops were like day after day, the market was crashing more and more. And we said, okay, maybe it's not the best time to launch the token. Let's give a little bit more time to the project, to the community to grow, and to all the activities that we need to do to make sure that we are doing a proper launch. And in June, we decided, okay, we are doing it in October. That's another 3 months and even more that we focused on AMAs, on collaborations, onboarding new partners, building up the ecosystem of communities in our Discord, Telegram, Twitter. We really like doing 24/7 work all the time, and the results were very good. We had like growing community. We had more and more partners, amazing NFT campaigns that are coming as live campaigns very soon in the platform. And we said, okay, perfect. Then it's time now to relaunch the Launchpads, which was our strategy to do our public sale, and then to go for token listing and to start the token life cycle, because the token is the heart of the project. It's the utility token that we also incentivize the community, we incentivize the partners, and at the same time we will bring some fresh money to the project that we can develop even more. You know that having Launchpads is the main goal is not to raise money, but at the end you raise some money with them. And we decided to make some kind of like crazy campaign that includes top Launchpads and a big number of Launchpads actually, that with a huge coordination with the team, and like for the last 1 month I can say we managed to have more than 15 Launchpads with a total raise of around $1 million, a little bit less, but around 1 million. In all these Launchpads, we activate a lot of campaigns with them, AMAs, airdrops, Gleam campaigns, and we grow even more the community and everything related with the project, registered users as well. Everything was perfect. And really with 24/7 work, we managed to have a successful raises with all the Launchpads. Some of them sold out, some of them like 24, 40, 50, 60% raises, but at the same time it's a good activity for this market. And we were the most happiest people in the room, because we have this growing community, we have some fresh money that are going to come to the project, and we're going to invest in the development. Really most of the Launchpads was so supportive. They're still supportive, they're still like they're a real partner, and that is what the Launchpad is supposed to be. Like they're helping startups to launch, they're helping new projects to put their token live on the market, to grow their community, to grow their user base, to help with additional activities. And I can say like most of the Launchpads were really fair and supportive. In the moment that we are launching our token, the nightmare actually starts. And we realized, maybe most of the people that are in our community, they already know all the big story, but I will give the long story short. We launched the token. In the first minute when we added the liquidity, which was around $50,000, $500,000, sorry, 250 BUSD and 250 the token, everything prepared the price not to drop, because the Launchpads are having these clauses that it's a protection policy. You don't need, if you drop below the ideal price for a certain amount of time, they will refund their users, which is absolutely fair, because they need to protect their investors. And we do our job on the perfect way. And in the minute first, when we added the liquidity, someone stole around 100,000, like 77,000
Of the
our
BUSD. And it turned out it was one of your previous Launchpads who dumped in the first minute, wasn't it?
that was on the 47th second. We were very stressed. We immediately activate and said to all the Launchpads. That was a kind of high-level crisis management that we decided, yeah, there is a problem. Nobody need to lose money from that situation. We know what's happening. We announced to all the Launchpads, please refund your customers. There is a problem with the liquidity. Someone hit it. We will investigate. Thanks to our partners that helped us to investigate, we actually Dom here. you also helped a lot. We found out that one of the Launchpads actually sold all the tokens that they had for their IDO in the first minute of our listing, and on that way they hit us so hard that we lose all the money from the raises. We also had a huge problems for the first 2 weeks to resist all this pressure, and we needed to activate action plan to restart the token and to do hundreds of different activities and moves to protect ourselves and to show the people that we are here to stay. We lost millions. I can really say millions from that single move that we realized is a Launchpad. Very soon it will be released. Who is the Launchpad, what they've done, and actually this is an amazing experience that I can share with the world, because I'm sure that there's so many motivated young entrepreneurs out there that are planning now to do this and that, to work with Launchpads. They need to be very careful, because a Launchpad actually can, we are fighters and we resist all this pressure, and we're still here. The token is restarted, and all the things out there. But the normal project could just kill himself.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I mentioned it. In fact, I don't think it was on here, but I think I was on a show. I think I was on Jake Gagane's show with Carl Chassé, who's a friend of yours, I believe. And he runs Ignition Launchpad. And he said he doesn't agree with some of the stuff, like the refund policy that Launchpads are having to do. But he, for example, said he has to do it because everyone else is doing it, and that's the problem where you have these policies. It's like in normal anti-competition law in real world, you can't fix prices or fix policies because it's seen as anti-competition, and it's illegal. But in crypto, obviously, we all love it because it's decentralized, but that is what happens as well when we were talking about DAOs and everything like that. So
and that was during the crypto, you can calculate. Let's say you calculate that you have some tokens that will be released, and if everyone sell, you need to have a certain liquidity on the market to take care about the price, and we had that. It's like a absolutely legal move, to prepare the market for trading and this kind of stuff. And then, but you don't expect one of your partners that is supposed to help you as a project, because their main business is to help projects to sell your tokens on your market in the first minute, in the 47th seconds after the liquidity halving. It's crazy. And that need to be spread. We want to spread the word about this. We're gonna name it for sure very soon. But the idea is that the projects need to be careful. And these Launchpads, I really love them. Some of them, like Kyle's paid Ignition Launchpad, Beanstarter, some other great Launchpads that all the time they're trying to help us, even after the shit was done. They said, okay guys, let's see how we can help. We can give you some advices from our perspective, and this and that. It's they're real partners. But other Launchpads that we will have a separate conversation about. Actually, when they saw that the liquidity is down, some of the other launchpads start selling tokens, and we had like 2 or 3 dumps for a week, because one of our first activities when the price was dumped was to show the world that we are not dumpers, and we locked the liquidity. We locked the liquidity on the DEX, and we cannot touch it for 6 months. And other partners, they started actually slowly but surely to dump the token, and everything is on the blockchain, everything is with transactions, and definitely that's an interesting story to share as well, because it's not fair. It's not fair to kick someone when he's on the floor. It's crazy.
Yeah, I think somebody's commenting saying, when will we find out? I'm thinking to use the Launchpad to help me launch my project. I've heard terrible stories. So you are going to be releasing the information in the next week or so, all going well, to my knowledge. We got a few other questions. As much as I love a good gossip and a good moan, I would love to carry on talking about that all day, especially because I know who they are and I'm not too big a fan. But to stick to positive news and to give people the juicy alpha actually on the Frag token, and since I know a lot of the developments and a lot of the conversations you're having, I won't reveal too much, and I'll leave it to you guys. But first couple of questions we got is in regards to Everdo and yourselves. Is Everdo platform for all types of events or only Web3?
It's for all type of events. It's actually, I can compare with Eventbrite. Every event organizer, no matter if he's doing a concert, like a workshop, festival, virtual event, sports events, theater, any kind of events are welcome. And they can use the platform. It's a self-service platform. Actually, our ticketing platform is called Plantix, and in Plantix, everyone can join. They can register. They can create events and start selling tickets for minutes. Like it's pretty easy, and we have some really competitive advantages on the management side of the events with the RSVP functionalities, with managing the guest list, with getting some statistics about who is how many people are visiting your event, and also we have a check-in application for the organizers that they can check the tickets on the entrance, and it's a huge system that works perfectly. And now we are implementing NFT tickets. We want to have this easy to be to the organizers also to create NFT tickets, because I believe that in the next 3 to 5 years the NFT ticket will be a standard. Now if it's some kind of avant-garde now and some kind of like really unique stuff, that there is no reason not to be an NFT ticket. It's one of the best cases for using the blockchain and the NFTs.
100%. Is there a difference in the mechanics when the question says when fractionalizing, but I'm going to say when fragmenting smaller NFTs versus some of the blue chips?
There is, look, when it comes to like the creative part of the NFTs, if we have specifically tailored pictures, art that is tailored for fragmentation, on that way you can put a little bit more gamification on that, and I think that it's better to have a specific NFT that is created for the campaign in Fragment, but it will be also available for any kind of other NFTs to be fragmented.
Fair enough. And let's got people always after some juicy alpha. Anything that you can reveal coming up in the roadmap in the future? anything people haven't heard of that you can say?
What I can say here is that the platform is out there. There are still no active drops, but we are working for the first drop. There are some really, as you said, juicy juicy campaigns that are coming with partners from Hollywood, from the entertainment, some very famous DJs as well, some really great fragmentation concepts as well with partners. I can still not name it because it will be official announcement and based on the marketing campaigns that are planned in here and there. But everyone can actually follow us on the social medias, on our main channels, and to wait for the news. The platform itself is audited, fully functional as version 1. We are working on the new functionalities based on the formable DAOs, based on the marketplace that will be added to the platform as well. A lot of user functionalities with the voting systems, with the user tiers that will be also based on the number of frag tokens that they own in their wallet or stake. We also have active staking, which is really great first utility of the token. Even now, people can go and stake their tokens, definitely, it's very exciting for us what will happen in the next quarter, let's say, until the end of the year, and expect a lot of news from us. Yeah, we are even more motivated now because when we were hit so hard in the token launch, we resist with smile, with really serious approach to the community, with full transparency, and we believe that this is the way. And we're proceeding. Yeah, the token is already out there. It's live. It's trading, but we're focusing now on the development of the platform, on the great NFT drops that will happen, and the functionalities that will help the platform to grow and become one of the top platforms that users prefer to use.
Good stuff. Before we head off, for those who are saying name and shame and name, make sure you jump onto fragmint.com where you can find all of their socials, because they will be announcing it at some point soon, but unfortunately you'll have to wait and follow on their announcements and social medias to get that. Unfortunately, it's not coming today. But final point, Jon Snow, Game of Thrones, missed the first part, so wanted a brief and ending sort of final for those who have joined us halfway through, sort of description of exactly what you guys do and what the purpose of Fragmint is for anyone who joined us halfway through.
Fragmint is a different way to mint, collect, and buy and sell NFTs. We use the unique fragmentation model to provide an interesting way to the creators to approach their communities and their users and their fans. We have a clear focus on the premium segment where we're gonna work with IP intellectual property providers that are movie studios, actors, musicians, DJs, promoters, event organizers, and existing collections as well, where we will give a mint different tool to the creators to have a different campaigns for their communities, with focus also on the follow-up utilities of these NFTs, and not last but very important, to have a formable DAOs where we will allow people to collaborate on a unique way with their NFTs and to bring more utility and more value for everyone involved.
Good stuff. When just my own question, I'm particularly interested in the formable DAO. When is that scheduled to be rolled out?
The original roadmap, this was planned to be done like in Q1 next year. Now with all this action that is moving around with with the token launch, we will probably postpone this with a few months, but for sure until the end of Q2 next year, we will have it as a working version, and people that are registered users and NFT owners in the platform will be able to interact with Forum Vault also.
Good stuff. So register as a user at fragment.com. Well, yeah, thanks so much for joining us. It's getting steadily darker and darker on your screen.
Yeah. It's dark here.
Yeah, but you know, thanks for joining. Very interesting stuff. As a Fragment.com, the token's available now on PancakeSwap, and you have staking. What's the yield at the moment?
It's dynamic yield that is based on, like, we are pooling 10 million Frag tokens for the time of 6 months, and they are separated on a second base. Every second there is an update on the contract, and as more people are staking, as lower the yield is. But now it's the start, and definitely on the start there is even more motivational. There are some pretty good percentages on the staking part. It's dynamic changed, and everyone can restake and unstake at any time, which is something pretty flexible. And we believe that the staking need to be like this, and people to be completely free to stake, unstake, and interact with the market.
Good stuff. All right then. Well, thanks so much for joining. I know everyone's going to be waiting for the announcement to find out who that Launchpad was and get them shamed in the market. But yeah, we'll look forward to sharing that as well here and with our community. All of the socials, jump onto the websites for either vEmpire or for Fragment. But yeah, until next time, thanks for joining everybody, and thanks for jumping on yourself.
Thank you, Dom. It was a really valuable conversation for me. I hope for our listeners and viewers as well. Would love to answer any other questions in our communities. The team is trying not to sleep 24/7. But yeah, there's interesting stuff going on, and we would love to interact more. And some news are coming, definitely. We are also open to help any project that is planning to start raising money on the public with Launchpads. We can give some really great advices based on our experience. And this is actually one of our mission now, to prevent other projects to be scammed like ours on that really shady way. That's why we're gonna expose everything very soon, and we are open to interact with any project that is interested to do IDOs.
Good stuff. Nice one. Look forward to it. And yeah, see you next week, everybody. Thanks so much.
Thank you, and have a great night or day to everyone around the world. Yeah.
Brilliant. Cheers.